The Joe Rogan Experience.
I mean, making bad decisions based on what other people think. You think what other people think you should do. I think it's pretty common.
Super common.
I mean, when we started the band, there was definitely decisions that we were making based on what we thought other people thought we should do.
Right.
At one point, we got offered, to put a song in a mayonnaise commercial in the UK. We were, keep in mind, like we might have had a couple $100 in our bank account. We were destitute, and we didn't have, there was no other lifeline. It was like this was our livelihood, and we were convinced fully by someone who was working with us as a manager that if we took that money and we had a song in that commercial, that we would be branded as sellouts and that we would no longer have a career.
Jesus Christ.
And so we didn't. And then we eventually learned to
It was like we were brainwashed.
We were brainwashed.
Because we were making records by ourselves in our basement, on absolutely no budget.
Well, this guy lived in a multi-million-dollar house in a big major city, and he was the one telling us what, it was just like, ay. But yeah,
Is that a real dilemma? Like for when an artist gets an offer to sell a song for something like hot dogs, but it's a shitload of money. What is the thought process that happens?
It seems like it was a thing when we started. It doesn't matter at all anymore. It doesn't
really?
seem like it.
So no one cares anymore when it happens.
They
shouldn't care when it happens. It doesn't make it. It's not. It doesn't ruin the original song.
Unless you have, I think certain songs were ruined by commercials.
If they made a parody of it.
I heard it through the grapevine. I think was.
Oh, that's a rough one.
There's a problem there. Although I love the song still, but
yeah.
But I think
that's true though. You do now have to think about the grapes dancing around.
Yeah.
I don't think about the grapes, man.
Good for you. Thank you. I'm glad you're there.
Well, I don't really either. I think as long as you're comfortable with it. But yeah, we were definitely convinced multiple times. One thing we were told not to do was, it was a Kate Moss jewelry commercial. We were told not. It was like Kate Moss dancing around scantily clad, and we were told once again we'd be a sellout for doing that, and we didn't. Or our manager had passed on it without asking us, and I was like, "What the fuck, huh, dude?"
I've done a total 180 after you brought up the grapes. No, I agree. Yeah, it can fuck up a song, I guess. I didn't think it could. I didn't think selling it to a commercial could, and then I thought about the grapes. I'm like, yeah.
It's just, I think it's not so much the commercial as much as that commercial was omnipresent. It was overexposure. Hearing a song enough will make it a hit song. I think.
Right.
I'm convinced you could put any song, pipe it through every Walgreens, and it's going to become a hit.
How about that Really Big Cock song?
Absolutely.
You can see people dancing to the aisle.
Yeah.
Dum, 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 dum.
You could definitely in France or somewhere where they don't speak English. It'd be like, oh, do you hear that cock song?
Well, what makes a hit today? Because of the fact that radio is not the big driver anymore. What is the biggest driver of record sales or of streams? Of how do people find out about stuff now? Most.
I mean, there's this kind of punk garage rock musician who goes by the name King Khan on the Barbecue Show. He actually has the second most TikToked song right now, which is amazing for him. So I don't know if that, but I don't know. I don't think any of those analytics work anymore to determine what's happening. I don't think anybody really knows what's going on. How does
say if you're an artist, you're talented, how the fuck does it get out there?
That's what we've wondered. I don't know, but what's interesting to me is how many musicians are selling their publishing. If we're always told oh yeah, record sales are, no one's buying records, but then you see these people selling their publishing for 150 million, 500 million. Bruce Springsteen just sold everything for $500 million. Yeah.
He wants a submarine, son.
He wants that submarine. Well,
he wants that submarine.
Hey, there's
money.
A lot of inflation. He's not getting shit now.
He's gonna be up there dressed like Tonetta, just dancing on his fucking giant yacht. $500 million is a crazy amount of money. But I guess, what is Bruce Springsteen in his 60s somewhere, right?
I don't know. My friend said he's the only working class hero who wants to be known as the boss.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point.